do it now. I told you do it now.
Let's go.
You wanna hate me, then hate me. What can I do but keep getting money? Funny, I was just like you. I had to hustle hard, never give up until I made it. Now y'all saying that's a clever, nothing to play with.
You can hate me now,
I won't stop.
but I won't stop now.
We're coming to you from the New Orleans Arena in the Big Easy as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. A quick check now at the starting lineups for both teams. And guys, taking a look here at Jrue Holiday, what will we see you think from him?
Kevin, if there's a player who's more willing to play hurt than he is, I don't know who it would be. I mean, it takes an awful lot to get him out of a ball game. You love that as a coach, someone who is there for you each and every night.
And there's another part of his game that might be just as important, his leadership offensively. Just watch how effective he is at running the show for him.
The Nets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. They sit at 11th in the East right now, not quite in the gutter, just in limbo.
Well, Kevin, it's the last time they'll see these guys this year. Remember, they only play each other twice during the regular season. And after that loss in the first game, I would expect them to be very motivated here early on.
Yeah, you know, going winless against any team, you don't want that on your resume. No sirree. I think that in itself would be motivation enough to try to change things up. Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play. So we'll see Joe Johnson go to the line here. That one's on Eric Gordon. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for New Orleans. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, impressive free throw shooting as a team this season, right around that 78% mark.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Holiday, Williams with the block. The pass to Johnson. Out left to the wing. Hugh, he's guarded by Williams. The dish to Davis. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there. That's a strange foul.
Who knows? Maybe he just wanted to take a break for a minute.
Now here's Johnson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Dallas. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, a construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach.
And here are the Pelicans now, following the three-point attempt by Pierce. Here's Hugh, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Holiday with the block. And the basket good. Johnson's got 5 points so far. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. There's the screen. Holiday with it. Now Pierce defending. Kevin Garnett with the steal. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
Then, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game. And even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
That was an excellent burst to the hoop for that throwdown. I mean, he's a laser beam guy. fast as light.
And back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent, respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader, and his basketball IQ off the chart. So I think he's one of the few guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach.
Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Heat.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop it.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
He kicks to Lopez, and stolen by Kaman. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Tries to save it, and out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Taking a look at New Orleans. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Spurs. They're just sitting one spot down, right on their heels.
I think for the Pelicans, they've had such a tremendous regular season. I mean, really exceeding even the most optimistic projections. A bit of a surprise, actually.
And with the playoffs right around the corner, they are really excited to see just how far they can go. They only get so many chances to win it all, and they have to be in that conversation.
Williams can't get it to go. New Orleans leading by 4.
Well, it's been an interesting few years for Deron Williams and a lot of controversy involving his coaches. So Williams looking for stability and also, I think, looking for maybe an improved reputation as this season unfolds.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He was intent on running the offense through Q. It's no secret that he's their go-to guy, and Coach's message was simple. Get the ball in his hands early and often to let him establish his rhythm, and the rest of the offense should fall in place. Another part of what he said to them centered on his desire to see them shooting the ball every opportunity that presents itself. He said, fire away, guys. You've got the green light. It's still very early in this game, so there's plenty of time for those changes to take effect, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. Going back to Williams Clark and the coaching change, do you think he had a hand in that or not? It's so hard to speculate.
It really is, Kevin. I agree with you there. I think it's overblown, quite honestly. You have to remember, playing in the Big Apple, the storylines will abound, true or not, and they sometimes can take on a life of their own.
Well, the same thing happened in Utah now, too, under him.
Yeah, again, I think some of that, there may have been a little bit to it, but again, I think overblown is the best way to look at it.
Here is Williams after the made shot from Steamsma. It's Williams with the drive, and he gets it to go. Williams has got his second basket of the game. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas.
Yeah, they really struggled to put points on the board throughout that game, guys. In terms of their offense, nothing seemed to go right.
And once they started spiraling downward, there was no getting out of it, Steve. And their scoring just went dry.
Nets trail by 4. Right side, Williams. And here's Anderson for 3. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Misses off the right iron. The Nets have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Outside, Williams. Anderson, right side. Here's Evans. The shot, no good. Nice D from Steamsma. New Orleans leading by 4. From the arc. Can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Count the bucket.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
With a break in the action, time for a rundown now of the most accurate shooters at small forward over the last 10 games. And you look at Q, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
And obviously looking at those numbers, he hasn't just been settling for outside shots. He really works hard to get good position on the inside to get some high-quality looks.
And that hard work is paired with a very aggressive mindset, Steve. I mean, he attacks the basket whenever he gets the chance, every opportunity. And a lot of his shots come right at the rim.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for Plumlee. Sean Williams checks in for Reggie Evans. And it's Terry in for Johnson.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Q, defended by Teletovic. Here's Davis. And that one's good. Now it's a 6-point New Orleans lead.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
Yep, it's been a clinic at that end of the floor, no question.
2-for-1 chance here.
Yeah, let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Terry outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Stolen by Terry. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
No good from Q. And there's Terry. Livingston kicks to Teletovic. For the three. And again, Jason Terry for three. Terry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Brooklyn ahead. Finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2.
This Wednesday, March 26th, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers take off.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers, turning them over.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Q in its small forward. Chris came in out there with Darius Miller. Then it's Nash. Pelicans leading by 6. Here's Q. No block shot. In low to Davis. And here's Miller outside. That one goes. Count. Miller's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. The change he wants to see made is a defensive one. He talked to the team about closing out much more quickly on their perimeter shooters. He thinks they've been giving them too much space out there. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Davis. Open shot. Holiday. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Holiday's got his first points in this one. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Evans.
His eyes were wide open. Has excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Q, he's covered by Anderson. Q, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And for Brook Lopez, a max contract going into last season. It raised some eyebrows for sure, but the way he's elevated his game, it looks like right now at least, he's been worth every penny.
Yeah, I agree with that. First-time All-Star. He improved as a shot blocker and a rebounder. And, you know, I thought he should have got maybe some votes at least for most improved player last season. Big reason why the Nets improved so much.
That's a good point. And the jump to finish it off. Beauty.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
He sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
Nets trail by 13. Williams double team. Kicks it to Johnson. He feeds it to Evans. Puts it up from 12. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And Anderson gets it to go.
They've slowed down casting those triples here in the second.
I'd actually like to see them go back outside, Clark, because they had a good flow, a good pace here early on.
Pass to Q. Came in a screen on Anderson. Here's Q. Rebound, Brooklyn. Johnson's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Johnson's got it back down to within single digits for Brooklyn. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
Lopez, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Garnett comes in for Mirza Teletovic. Williams with the ball, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Johnson kicks to Garnett. And Williams, here we go. That's good. Williams has got 8.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Pelicans leading by 9. Holiday, the pass to Q. Rebound, Brooklyn. Lopez has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here is Williams. Anderson outside for the 3. Tries again, and that's not going to go. And we've reached halftime.
Well, I'm here with Kevin Garnett. And Kevin, how does this team navigate the ups and downs and pressure to come out and win games like this one that you're in the middle of here tonight?
Nothing's easy. You know, we do it together. We don't do it individually. And when we do, we look bad. But when we do it together, we look pretty darn good.
KG, thank you for the time. Guys, he's always preaching team.
Thanks, Doris. And folks, the halftime show is coming up next. And then it's on to the third quarter. We'll step aside right now.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Hi, everyone. Damon Bruce here on 2K Sports, the late season edition. Welcome. A strong first half for the Pelicans. Playing great basketball of late. This game's no different. Q in the first half, amazing. He's got 18 points, and as usual, he's been handing out a lot of assists. And still hanging in there, the Brooklyn Nets. Great energy and aggression offensively, making their own luck with a lot of second-chance points. Joe Johnson playing effortlessly. He has 12 points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt on both ends of the floor. Thanks so much for joining me here in studio. Second half action is coming right up. We hope you enjoy the rest of the game.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to New Orleans. A look here at the Mississippi River Delta. Really an incredible game from Q.
Every chance he got, he went into the paint, threw it down hard. I mean, zero defense being played against him.
Nada. He has had way too many uncontested runs to the hoop, but even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterizing time.
So for Brooklyn now, on the perimeter, the all-star trio of Williams, Johnson, and Pierce. Down low, Kevin Garnett and Brook Lopez. Lock at 6. Fires from deep. Kevin Garnett grabs the miss. Garnett's got his 3rd rebound on the night. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Johnson.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork. Kaman gave up his old caveman look, guys, but he's still an intimidating presence in the post. Good size and strength, and doesn't really get pushed around. Also excellent timing when it comes to shot blocking.
And Chris Kaman skilled offensively. Ambidextrous, finishing inside, and a good mid-range shooter.
Yeah, I think he's really good offensively. He's got a lot of skill. He's tough to handle. The question mark with him is defensively. His weak side rotations can be late. He's never really been, a center that you kind of solidify your defense around.
Q, and he's good on the three ball. Q's got 21 in the game.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Here's Johnson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
One part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
And for Joe Johnson, as you mentioned, Clark, great size, and he's comfortable, truly, Steve, from shooting anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and whether it's a spot up or off the dribble, he can go either direction. He's so strong, excellent ball handling ability. But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kev. Well, Q in their last time out against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He ended with 41 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight, Clark. I mean, his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Outside Williams. Three-pointer. And Davis pulls it down. Pelicans leading by 12. Inside. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
A top-notch offensive rebounder. Clark, it seems like he's always around the ball.
Yeah, it sure does, Steve. One of those guys you've got to find when the shot goes up. Get your body on him or he'll embarrass you. And, Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and-ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
5 to shoot, and there's the foul. It's on Q. That's foul number 2 for him. So for the Nets, Terry comes in for Joe Johnson. And it's Livingston in for Darren Williams. And stolen by Gordon. Q, guarded by Garnett. Here's Q. Brooklyn with the rebound. Lopez has got rebound number 8 now on the night. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Bobcats. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip.
Well, you know the fans out in Charlotte are desperately hoping for a win there.
Here's Garnett, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Q, Pierce covering. Kaman's shot is good. Kaman's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pelicans.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
For Brooklyn, 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here is Livingston, defended by Nash. Here's Lopez, and it's off the back rim, no good.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively, limit his easy chances inside.
And so they foul intentionally. And the Pelicans making a change here. Morrow's checked in. Nets trail by 14.
Checking in for your Pelicans.
Here is Livingston.
Anthony Morrow.
Outside Pierce. Passes to Lopez. The shot from the low post is good. Lopez has got his first points in this one. Pelicans leading by 12. Nash outside. Pass to Kaman. Out to Nash. Lets it go. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Livingston kicks to Lopez. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists tonight. There's the pick. And Nash, here we go. Here's Q. And another three for New Orleans.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
But the defense isn't making them earn it. I mean, those shots have just come on easy, open looks.
Here is Livingston. In low to Garnett. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Garnett's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Q. He's covered by Livingston. Here's Q. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Really an extraordinary game for Q. He's got 27 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
Well, 12 points from long range, so the defense has to figure out a way to defend him a little differently. Try to get into his airspace.
Livingston dishes to Lopez. Makes it off the glass. Lopez has got 6 points.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
And that one's good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Here is Livingston, defended by Nash. So it's Brooklyn now. It's Anderson with the drive.
And let's take a quick look now at the numbers for Steve Nash. Second in free throw percentage. And one of the better passers in the league. In the top 20 in assists per game.
And as you said it, Steve, I mean, his free throw percentage is virtually unmatched. He's a guy who just doesn't take free throws lightly and makes a high percentage of them.
The Nets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Puts it up from 12. That's good from Kaman on the assist by Nash. 9 points for Chris Kaman.
You know, it seems like when they've gone to him, he's really come through. And that's not something they should get away from.
You know, people look at Steve Nash, guys, and I don't know if they automatically think tremendous athlete. But he is. He's a different type of tremendous athlete. He's not going to blind you or amaze you with his running and jumping ability, but it's his agility, his coordination, his balance, the fact that he's ambidextrous, not only with his hands, but with his feet. I mean, he's equally balanced going either way with the ball or on his pivots. And he attributes a lot of that to playing soccer and ice hockey as a youth.
Shot's good.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
Williams double team. Pierce kicks to Lopez. Williams passes to Pierce. Nets passing it around. Pierce gets the screen from Lopez. Left block shot on the way, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And for Nash, his great agility really helps him on the offensive side, certainly, and change of speed and direction and shifting all over the floor. He can keep defenders off balance. Always has been able to do that.
Yeah, but defensively is where he's suffered here the last couple of seasons, just losing a little bit as he's aged. But, you know, a smart player and understands how to survive defensively out on the floor. He's done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get it. I mean, they're hitting their shot.
19 seconds left to play in the third. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence. Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
And Williams drops them both.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Q is guarded by Johnson. Here's Q. Hangs in the air. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Kaman.
Not sure how he got that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to take the shot.
Here's Williams. No good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Pelicans ahead, up by 16. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return.
This Friday night, March 28th, the Utah Jazz go up against the New Orleans Pelicans. It's Western Conference action. Be there.
And now a brief chance to view our State Farm assist of the game. It's one of 7 terrific assists on the night from Q.
And what you love about his ability to pass the ball, Kevin, is that it just seems so natural to him, so fluid. He's always in control, understanding where his teammates are and anticipating passing angles.
Backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. Q out there with Davis, and it's Kaman in at the center position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Q passes to Gordon, and taken away by Johnson. On the wing, Williams. Anderson dishes to Williams. Feeds it to Lopez. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Q, and the layup ball. Q's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, they played terrific basketball at both ends, and that's why this lead is totally out of control.
Really been an almost flawless game for him, Steve. No doubt about it.
Double team on Williams. The fader, and Lopez gets it to go.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Pelicans leading by 16. The pass to Q. Kicks it out to Gordon. Releases, and Johnson with the block. Now here's Anderson. The feed now to Johnson. There's the triple, and it's Anderson that time on the assist by Johnson.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Pass to Q. Davis sets a screen. Dishes to Gordon. He kicks to Kaman. Garnett with the block. Johnson against Gordon. And now Williams inside. And good on the basket. Book it.
I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. His message was this: all of us know these guys are capable of exploding and putting up points in a hurry. So I don't want to see anybody letting up until that final whistle blows. Guys, back to you.
Gordon, the pass to Q. 6 to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Gordon for 3. Can't get it to go. So Brooklyn will take it the other way.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those Karens.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them, though.
Lopez, and count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Nash is checked in for Drew Holiday. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. Excellent penetration.
And they needed that here. We'll see if that gets them going again.
I like the fact that they don't have any quit in them. They continue to whittle away at that lead.
Outside Williams. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Davis with the block. Goes up again. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Lopez. New Orleans has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Garnett. Shot is off. Kaman with the defensive effort. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
One of the duties that Steve Nash has undertaken is signing on to oversee the Canadian national basketball team. Really a logical choice for Canada, given all that Nash has done for the sport in that country.
Here's Garnett. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 6 assists here tonight.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been too late.
But they're not all the way where they need to be yet, Steve. They've got to keep pushing through.
Going back to Nash, certainly the greatest basketball player ever out of Canada. And we all realize that. But you were telling me a story the other day about how you and he went surfing one time.
Oh, yeah, in San Diego, we got out in the water. And the first time he ever got on a surfboard, he got up and rode a wave perfectly. So, I mean, you talk about an incredible athlete. Nash just has it all.
Williams kicks to Pierce. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash. And stolen by Gordon.
After a first half where he had just 1 turnover, fellas, things have changed in the second. They're starting to pile up on him now.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
It's Williams with the drive. He dishes it to Pierce. Back to Williams. Garnett the pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. And the rebound goes to Nash.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Brooklyn. They'll be off to Charlotte for a meeting with the Bobcats after this one. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Williams dishes to Pierce. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. So New Orleans wins it.
Kevin, I'm here with Steve Nash. You guys faced a team tonight that really gave a strong effort, yet you were able to overcome them in the end to pick up this victory.
You know, we knew that we had to find a way to stick with it. At the end of the game, you just try to hang with it for your team and try to make plays for your team. And guys are making plays at both ends of the floor, and we played pretty good basketball.
Steve, we appreciate the time. Kevin?
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew.
Yo, check it out. Gatorade's been watching you pretty close lately. They liking what they seen.
Gatorade, dog? Yo, that's sick. So what's up? You got a deal lined up or something?
Well, sorta. Here's the setup. They're looking to get as much exposure as they can, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, they want you to up your game over the next 2 weeks. More attention on you means more attention for them.
All right, up my game. That ain't a problem. I mean, what exactly I have to do?
Just get hot. Score above your season average over the next 10 games. It'll be a nice little payout, plus some cool promotional work in return.
Yo, that sounds easy enough, bro. I'm gonna get on that for you. Gatorade.
For sure.
Come on, man. Let's hit this 2K.
I was in a